All right. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Lakeisha McKnight is here, your senior coach and your host for the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. Again, welcome to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast, a podcast presented to you on behalf of Women of Elevation Career Services International. So, welcome, welcome, welcome tonight. It's 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the U.S. of A. And so, before we dive into this exciting podcast episode for this nonprofit organization, what I am going to do is conduct a watch party and do this inside of the community area. Women of Elevation, we do have a community area, and I'm going to share with you a little bit about this organization and kind of direct you to where you can find more information and know more about this organization. And so just give me a moment as we really get this particular watch party going for this group. So we're going to find the group that we're going to do the watch party in. And so we're going to talk about a very special topic. Okay, and so I'm placing the topic here. All right. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Make sure I put the right topic in here for this group here. And so we're going to start the watch party, and I'm going to check the audio just to make sure that the audio is good as we're doing this party. All right. So good evening, WOE. Now, once again, I just want to let you know this podcast is being brought to you on behalf of Women of Elevation Career Services International. And this is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that's based out of Chesapeake, Virginia, here in the United States of America. We also have a location in Nigeria, Africa. And so our mission, a part of this organization and podcast, is to empower women with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate as you walk in your God-given purpose and live your dream lifestyles. And so that is what we do, a part of this nonprofit org. And throughout this year, we focus in on three core areas. So during the months of January, February, March, and April, the focus will be upon creating. So helping you to create products, services, and of course, host your own events. Now, if you need to learn more about this organization, we encourage you to visit our website, which is www.womenofelevation.com. That's where you can learn more about this organization. Again, www.womenofelevation.com. All right, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, we have a special topic we're going to be covering this week. So we're going to talk about it tonight, and then we're going to definitely do a bit more on this topic tomorrow night. Now, you want to make sure you mark your calendar. Please take note. We do the podcast every Tuesday and every Wednesday around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So not only are we live here on Facebook, but we're also live on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, as well as over at the station that houses the podcast, which is the Leadership TKO station itself. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here live and catching the replay. So let's dive in, everyone. I have a topic. We're going to focus in on creating or updating your vision board. Now, vision boards are particularly useful because it gives you a vision, or at least it gives you a pictorial view of what you would like to accomplish during a certain time frame. And most people provide that time frame to be an entire year, right? A year. So what your year would look like, and sometimes it can spill over a bit. Okay, it could spill over a bit into the next year. And so what I am going to just give you is just some basics over the next 2 days, right? Some basic rules that you're going to want to know about and apply if you really want to manifest your dreams and your visions in a short period of time, utilizing a vision board. Okay, utilizing a vision board. So let's go into it. I'm going to give you 3 nuggets tonight, and then I'm going to give you 2 more of these nuggets. I'm going to give you 2 more on tomorrow. But I definitely want to give credit where credit is indeed due. So I definitely am grateful, okay? I'm grateful for Mr. Mark Wilson and the interesting and valuable content that he shares. And so definitely giving credit. But I do want to dive into these three nuggets, okay? Here are the three nuggets. The first one is this. You want to decide what it is you are trying to attract. Because with your vision board, you're trying to attract the things that you desire into your life. So you want to decide what it is you are trying to attract. So it may sound obvious, but most people will fail at enjoying, for example, the law of attraction through their vision board simply because the pictures, the words, and other things are not very specific enough. So, for example, wanting to attract the perfect partner means that you should really have some idea of what you believe is the perfect partner, and then make the picture representative of this. Okay? Now, don't just randomly pick a photo of someone who you find attractive on the outside. Try to get a picture of someone who you think represents all that you desire for the ideal partner, and then use that one instead. Okay, so take the time to be specific about exactly and precisely what it is that you're after. So if it's a dollar amount, for example, or a wealth amount, make sure you're clear about what that amount is. Okay, make sure you are clear. Now, here's the second point that I want to make tonight. Okay, you want vision board access. Okay, vision board access. So understand, vision board, for a vision board to be successful, to help you to really initiate the law of attraction, it must be frequently used. Okay, it has to be frequently used. So it's important to be specific on your wants and desires. But once the creation of the vision board process has been completed, you will need to spend time looking at your vision board, looking at it, okay? Look at your vision board as often as possible, or at least 20 minutes each day, okay? 20 minutes each day. Very, very important that you do this. So you will want to ensure you are using the traditional method of creating a vision board that you can access on a daily basis. Okay, put it in a place that you can get to easily so that you will be motivated to look at it. Okay, put it in a place. Mine, for example, is inside of my planner. I have a network marketing special edition type of planner, right? And so there's an area in my planner that allows me to create a vision board. So it goes with me everywhere. Okay, it goes with me everywhere. So if you have, for example, if you've chosen to have a digital vision board, this can be easier for you. You see, some software out there, right, allows you to download it and place it on your phone, on a tablet, a computer, or anywhere really, and get access to it at any time. So again, there is software out there that will enable you to create a digital, that's right, a digital vision board. And so you can definitely Google that. You'll find different options out there that you can use for yourself. And so I want to share with you the third point I want to make. Okay, here's a third point. And then, of course, I'm going to give you 2 more points tomorrow night. So you want to make sure you tune in tomorrow night as well. But the third point is this: be careful of overcrowding images. Overcrowding images. You see, a lot of people that create vision boards find themselves using every last bit of real estate, like on their poster board. Or if compiled using software, they have, tones of different images that flash across the screen. So it can be too much. So try to keep the number of pictures and content on your vision board to a minimum, and let it really focus on those areas in your life which are the most important for you to manifest in the short period of time, okay? A short period of time. Now remember, you can always create another vision board. Some people think, okay, I'm just going to stick with one vision board. Well, you can do as many vision boards as you want. So you can create another vision board later, once you've successfully manifested those items that you have on the first one. Okay, so don't think you have to cram everything on there, because you really don't. So what did we talk about tonight? Let's recap. What did we talk about tonight? Of course, we just spoke of overcrowding images, right? Being careful of not to put too much on the vision board. We also spoke about being able to have easy access to your vision board. So if you can get a digital one, do that. Okay. If you can find one that, create a small board that you can take with you everywhere, do that as well. But you want easy access to it, and you want to be able to look at it for at least 20 minutes each day. Okay. And then the first item we spoke about is deciding what you really want to attract. What specifically do you want to attract? So, for example, let's think about it in terms of numbers. If you want to attract $5,000 a month or even $10,000 a month in your business, okay, place that in there, right? And if it's just comprising of cash, or if it includes assets, make sure you specify that. And that's actually, you have a picture of the type of assets that you want and add those to the board. So, for example, my board has silver on it. My board has gold on it. My board also has what? Cryptocurrency, right? So there's different things on my board. And so you want to make sure that you have something specific for yourself on your vision board. And I see, of course, Donna. Hey, Donna, I do see you listening in as well. You said you have an overcrowded vision board. Yeah, I mean, if you feel that is too much, you got to be careful, because then that creates chaos and clutter, and so you don't want to feel overwhelmed. You don't want that overwhelmed feeling. Okay, so if you need to redo it, by all means, do so. Never feel like you can't, create a new one, because you can always do it, because you'll get to a point where you've achieved everything on the board, and so you'll have to create another one. You want constant movement. You don't want to be stuck and thinking, okay, I've achieved all of this stuff on here, and you're just waiting. You want to keep refreshing your board, keep updating your board, create another one if need be. Okay, so I'm going to go over these two additional points, right, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. So please be sure to come on back. Now, if you've enjoyed what you've heard tonight, I want to encourage you, if you've enjoyed what you've heard, go ahead and love this stream. Love the watch party. Love this audio stream that you're tuning into right now. Click on the love button, right? And definitely share this out with every lady you know. That's right, but this is a women's podcast. And fellas, you can listen in too, but I'm specifically speaking to the women on this podcast tonight. And listen up, we have some more great content and even freebies as well that we're going to be sharing with you ladies. And we're going to specifically be sharing this in the community area. So we do have a private group that we want to invite you to join and request to join. So the way that you request to join the group is by clicking on that link. It should be in the description area above the stream, or depending on where you're watching this, in the description area. So it is www.woecommunity.com. So you simply click on that link, right? And it will direct you to the group. And so you would just request to join the group, and voila, we will accept your request. Okay. Now, the only time we don't accept the request is if a person requests to join and your profile image looks a little bit, if it looks a little bit unprofessional, or it looks like it's a hacker or some type of spam person, we might not accept it. We just have to be honest. Or if there's no profile image at all, we may not accept that either. So we want to make sure it's a pretty decent profile and that you're active on social media. Okay. So again, thank you so much for plugging into the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast with your host, Lakeisha McKnight. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sharp. Be blessed, everyone, and have a great evening.